Ladies, I want you to imagine a woman who is utterly unique, a woman who carries a rare, radiant strength within her. She is not just strong in the conventional sense, she embodies a deep spiritual resilience. She is the rarest female on earth, and her power isn't defined by what she wears, her status, or the opinions of others. Her power radiates from a place far deeper. Self-identity and inner strength form the foundation of true confidence and empowerment. When a woman knows who she is at her core, she moves through life with the kind of assurance that cannot be easily shaken. This strength doesn't come from external sources, it's a cultivated understanding, a well-earned certainty about her own values, beliefs, and purpose. She is aware of what matters to her and is grounded in those principles, creating a sense of self that isn't dependent on the shifting opinions or expectations of others. Developing such inner strength requires a journey inward, one that begins with self-reflection and a willingness to understand both her strengths and her weaknesses. It's a practice of looking within, acknowledging her past experiences, and seeing how they've shaped her into the person she is today. This woman understands that each trial she's faced, each triumph she's celebrated, has contributed to her identity, making her a unique, multifaceted individual. She doesn't ignore her struggles or pretend her challenges didn't happen. Instead, she embraces them, seeing them as essential threads in the fabric of her life. Inner strength isn't loud or forceful. It's a quiet confidence that comes from knowing her own worth. When a woman feels secure in her identity, she no longer needs to chase the fleeting approval of others. She isn't swayed by criticism because she knows her own value and understands that it isn't defined by others' opinions. She holds her head high, not out of arrogance, but out of a deep-rooted respect for herself. This woman understands that at her core, she is enough. She is worthy, deserving, and valuable just as she is, without having to prove herself to anyone. This sense of self-identity and inner strength allows her to remain true to herself, regardless of the pressures she may face from society, relationships, or even her own inner doubts. She knows that trying to conform to others' expectations would only distance her from her authentic self. When she is rooted in her own truth, she is unshakable. She can make decisions that align with her values without second-guessing herself. And this consistency in action and thought builds trust within herself. Over time, she realizes that her inner voice is her most reliable guide, leading her to make choices that support her growth and happiness. A woman who has developed a strong sense of self doesn't need to compare herself to others. She sees her life as her own unique journey, not a competition. She doesn't measure her success by someone else's achievements because she knows that everyone's path is different. Instead, she celebrates her own progress, no matter how small, and appreciates where she is at this moment. This gives her a profound sense of freedom. Without the burden of comparison, she is free to focus on her own path, her own goals, and her own joy. Inner strength also gives her resilience. Life is unpredictable, and she knows she cannot control everything that happens. But what she can control is how she responds. When she faces challenges, she doesn't crumble. Instead, she draws from the well of strength within her. She knows that no matter what happens, she has the power to endure, to adapt, and to grow. She sees each setback as an opportunity to learn, to strengthen her resolve, and to become even more aligned with her true self. This deep sense of self-identity brings peace. She is no longer at war with herself, questioning her decisions or doubting her worth. She has accepted who she is fully and without reservation. She has let go of the need for perfection and embraces herself with compassion. She is aware that she is a work in progress, that she is always evolving, and she is grateful for the journey. This self-acceptance is liberating, and it shines through in everything she does. She doesn't need to put on a facade or pretend to be someone she's not. She's genuinely, unapologetically herself. With this strength, she approaches her relationships with clarity and intention. She doesn't allow herself to be diminished or belittled because she knows what she deserves. She communicates openly and honestly, setting boundaries that protect her energy and well-being. She is capable of giving love and support, but she also knows when to step back and prioritize herself. This balance allows her relationships to be healthier and more fulfilling, built on mutual respect and understanding. As she moves through life, this woman becomes a source of inspiration to others. People are drawn to her confidence, her authenticity, and her unwavering sense of self. She doesn't seek to influence others by telling them what to do. Instead, she leads by example. Her presence itself is a reminder that true strength comes from within, and that self-identity is the foundation of a fulfilling, empowered life. Ultimately, she is a testament to the power of self-discovery and self-respect. She has shown herself kindness and compassion, and through that, she has built an unbreakable core. She knows that no matter where life takes her, she has everything she needs within herself. This knowledge, this inner certainty, is her greatest gift and the key to living a life of purpose, joy, and peace. Self-love is the cornerstone of a balanced and fulfilling life. It is not just a feeling, but an ongoing practice, a commitment to honor and cherish oneself in thought, word, and action. It involves valuing who we are at our core and treating ourselves with the same compassion and respect we would give to someone we love deeply. For many women, self-love is learned through experience and often through moments where it feels absent. Through these moments, we come to recognize the vital role it plays in our well-being and our relationships. When we are rooted in self-love, we are empowered to establish healthy boundaries that honor our worth and protect our emotional, mental, and physical energy. Setting boundaries is an essential expression of self-love. Boundaries are not walls, they are the frameworks within which we allow ourselves and others to thrive. By establishing them, we create a safe space where we can be true to ourselves without the risk of overextending or compromising our values. Healthy boundaries allow us to give and receive freely, without resentment or depletion. They create clarity in our relationships, making it easier to communicate our needs and expectations. When we set boundaries, we teach others how to treat us, and we reinforce our own sense of self-respect. One of the most common struggles with self-love is the fear of seeming selfish. Many women are conditioned to prioritize the needs of others, to give endlessly, and to be self-sacrificing. While kindness and generosity are beautiful qualities, giving without limits can lead to burnout and resentment. Self-love involves recognizing that we are worthy of the same care we give to others. When we love ourselves, we understand that our needs matter just as much as anyone else's. We learn to say no without guilt because we realize that saying yes to everything often means saying no to our own peace and well-being. This ability to say no is a powerful part of self-love. It is an act of honoring ourselves, of preserving our energy for the things that truly serve us. Saying no does not make us unkind or uncaring. It simply means we are choosing not to overextend ourselves. When we set limits, we show up in our lives with more vitality and presence, able to give our best to the people and activities that mean the most to us. Boundaries, then, are a gift to both ourselves and to those we care about, as they allow us to give from a place of fullness rather than depletion. Practicing self-love also means learning to listen to our own needs and trusting that they are valid. This involves taking time to connect with ourselves, whether through reflection, quiet time, or self-care practices that bring us joy and comfort. By tuning into what we need, we begin to understand ourselves more deeply and to prioritize the things that nurture our well-being. This can mean anything from making time for rest to spending time with people who uplift us, to pursuing interests and passions that fulfill us. Self-love is not about indulgence or selfishness, it's about maintaining the energy and clarity to live our lives fully and authentically. With self-love and boundaries comes the understanding that we are responsible for our own happiness. We learn that our peace, joy, and contentment come from within, and they are not dependent on others. While relationships can enrich our lives, our happiness is ultimately our own responsibility. This realization is incredibly liberating as it frees us from seeking validation or approval from outside sources. When we love ourselves, we feel whole and complete, able to give and receive love without losing our sense of self. This inner wholeness is what allows us to have truly fulfilling relationships grounded in mutual respect and understanding. Boundaries are also essential for protecting our mental and emotional health. We all have times when we feel overwhelmed or drained, and it's important to recognize when we need space to recharge. Setting boundaries can involve limiting interactions with people who are negative or unsupportive, or taking breaks from situations that cause stress. Self-love means being gentle with ourselves, recognizing when we need to step back, and giving ourselves permission to do so without guilt. It's an acknowledgement that our mental health matters and that it's okay to prioritize it. In this practice of self-love and boundary setting, we begin to see that we are worthy of respect, not only from others, but from ourselves. We develop a deep respect for our own needs and limits, and we stop feeling the need to apologize for them. This respect forms the foundation of a strong, unshakable self-worth that carries us through life's ups and downs. We become more resilient, more confident, and more at peace with who we are. Self-love is a journey, one that is unique to each of us. It's a practice of choosing ourselves, of showing up for ourselves even on the days when it feels difficult. And with each act of self-love, each boundary set with care, we strengthen our foundation and deepen our connection to ourselves. This connection is a source of joy, empowerment, and fulfillment that no one else can give us. It is a love that grows from within, radiating outward, and touching every part of our lives. Through self-love and the courage to set boundaries, we honor ourselves, creating a life that reflects our truest values, our deepest desires, and our highest potential. Unity and the empowerment of others create a powerful ripple effect, transforming communities and shaping individuals' lives in profound ways. When women support each other, they create an environment where everyone can thrive and feel secure in expressing their true selves. A woman who understands her own worth and stands firmly in her identity is uniquely positioned to uplift others. She sees strength not as a resource to be guarded or competed for, but as an energy to be shared and multiplied. This approach creates an atmosphere of abundance, where all can benefit from each other's insights, experiences, and encouragement. When one woman rises and reaches out to help another, it becomes an act of empowerment that goes beyond mere words or gestures. It shows that she believes in the potential of others, understands their challenges, and wants to see them succeed. This kind of support helps individuals overcome feelings of isolation, self-doubt, and insecurity. A culture of empowerment encourages everyone to bring their best selves to the table, knowing that their uniqueness is valued and appreciated. When a woman feels genuinely supported, she finds the courage to take risks, pursue her dreams, and embrace opportunities she might have once thought were out of reach. Unity is about fostering a deep sense of belonging, where everyone feels they are part of something greater than themselves. It's an understanding that when one woman shines, it doesn't diminish the light of others. In fact, it can make the entire community brighter. Supporting each other doesn't just benefit individuals, but uplifts entire groups, creating a foundation where people can grow and succeed together. In an environment where everyone is encouraged to thrive, individuals feel less inclined to compare themselves to others or feel envious. Instead, they can celebrate others' successes and share in the joy of collective achievement. This mindset shift creates a community of encouragement rather than competition. Empowering others also involves recognizing each person's unique talents and strengths. By encouraging one another to pursue their passions, we create a community that values diversity in all its forms. Everyone has a unique set of skills, perspectives, and experiences that contribute to the richness of the group. When we make room for each individual's unique contribution, we strengthen the entire community, creating a supportive ecosystem where everyone's gifts are honored. This type of unity brings out the best in people because they feel seen, valued, and respected for who they truly are. True empowerment involves not only words of encouragement, but actions that demonstrate a commitment to others' growth. It's about creating opportunities, sharing resources, and offering mentorship. When we actively invest in each other's journeys, we build a community where people can learn, grow, and achieve their full potential. Empowering someone else doesn't mean solving their problems for them. Rather, it's about providing the tools, guidance, and support they need to navigate their own path. By giving others the space to find their own strength, we help them develop resilience and confidence, enabling them to face future challenges with a sense of empowerment and self-assurance. This spirit of unity and empowerment is contagious. When one person feels empowered, they naturally want to share that feeling with others. It becomes a cycle of support, where those who receive encouragement are inspired to pass it on. Each act of kindness, each word of affirmation, and each gesture of support contributes to a growing sense of community and mutual respect. This cycle builds a foundation of trust, where people feel safe to express their ideas, take risks, and grow. Unity in this sense isn't about uniformity or everyone thinking the same way. It's about creating a space where diversity is celebrated and each voice adds value to the collective whole. Moreover, unity and empowerment extend beyond personal relationships. They influence how people interact with society as a whole. Women who feel supported by other women are more likely to step into leadership roles, pursue their dreams, and advocate for change. When a community unites to support its members, it gains the strength to take on greater challenges and push for societal progress. Empowered individuals make empowered communities, and together they can accomplish remarkable things. This collective power can drive change on a much larger scale, inspiring others outside the community to take notice and perhaps even adopt similar values of unity and support. Empowerment also includes teaching others the value of self-belief and resilience. Life's challenges are inevitable, and each person will encounter struggles that test their resolve. A supportive community instills the belief that everyone is capable of overcoming these challenges and that they don't have to face them alone. In times of hardship, the encouragement and support from others can be the lifeline that reminds someone of their strength. When people are lifted by others during tough times, they learn to do the same for others in the future. This cycle of resilience and support helps communities grow stronger and more connected over time. Ultimately, unity and empowerment are about creating a legacy of support, where individuals don't only seek success for themselves, but actively help others rise as well. It's a belief in the power of collective growth, where the achievements of one person inspire and uplift everyone else. In a world that sometimes seems focused on individual gain, fostering unity and empowerment is a revolutionary act. It reminds us that we are stronger together and that each person's success contributes to the well-being of all. Through unity, women can dismantle limiting beliefs and societal barriers, achieving things that once seemed impossible. By empowering each other, they not only enrich their own lives, but create a legacy of resilience, strength, and compassion that will inspire generations to come. It's a powerful reminder that true strength lies not in standing alone, but in standing together. In this unity, there is an unbreakable bond that fuels progress, encourages growth, and makes the impossible attainable. Empowering others is one of the greatest gifts we can give, and in doing so, we find ourselves uplifted, strengthened, and connected to a larger purpose. Compassion and forgiveness are two of the most profound and healing forces in life. They are often seen as gifts we offer to others, but in reality, they are also gifts we give to ourselves. Both compassion and forgiveness allow us to release the burdens we carry, lighten our hearts, and open up space for peace, understanding, and deeper connections. Practicing compassion invites us to see beyond our own experience, to recognize the shared humanity in others, and to understand that everyone faces struggles, heartache, and moments of weakness. Forgiveness, in turn, is an act of grace that frees us from the past, letting go of the pain, resentment, and anger that can weigh us down. Together, these qualities transform how we relate to others and, most importantly, to ourselves. Compassion begins with empathy, our ability to put ourselves in another person's shoes and feel, in some way, what they are experiencing. Empathy opens the door to compassion, allowing us to respond with kindness and understanding rather than judgment or criticism. When we see someone going through a difficult time, practicing compassion means not only recognizing their pain, but also offering support, a listening ear, or simply a presence that says, "You're not alone." By cultivating compassion, we strengthen our connection to others and create a ripple effect of kindness that can inspire others to act with a similar heart. Yet compassion isn't only about how we treat others, it's also about how we treat ourselves. Self-compassion is the practice of showing ourselves kindness and understanding, especially during times of failure or difficulty. Often we are our own harshest critics, quick to judge ourselves for mistakes and perceived shortcomings. But self-compassion invites us to recognize our own humanity, to forgive ourselves, and to acknowledge that imperfection is part of the human experience. When we extend compassion to ourselves, we release the weight of self-judgment, replacing it with acceptance and understanding. This practice of self-compassion builds resilience, helping us move forward with greater strength and clarity. Forgiveness, like compassion, has the power to free us. When we hold on to grudges, resentment, or anger, it's as if we're holding on to a heavy load that drains our energy and limits our growth. Forgiveness allows us to release that weight, making room for healing and a sense of inner peace. It's not about condoning hurtful actions or ignoring wrongdoing. Rather, it's about choosing to let go of the pain that holds us back. When we forgive, we reclaim our power, no longer allowing past events or actions to control our present happiness. Forgiveness, however, can be a difficult journey. It requires courage, patience, and a willingness to confront the hurt that may lie deep within us. For many, the process involves understanding the person who hurt us, recognizing that they, too, are human with their own struggles and limitations. This doesn't mean excusing harmful behavior, but it does mean acknowledging that we all act from our own limited perspectives and that, at times, we all fall short. Forgiveness asks us to see the situation with a broader perspective, one that allows us to let go of resentment and embrace the freedom that comes with healing. Compassion and forgiveness work hand in hand. Compassion allows us to view others with understanding, while forgiveness lets us release the hurt that can accompany that understanding. In forgiving others, we are often given the gift of peace. Rather than feeling weighed down by anger or sadness, we feel lighter, as if we finally let go of something that no longer serves us. This peace allows us to focus on the present moment, to appreciate what we have, and to move forward without the shadows of the past looming over us. The power of forgiveness isn't limited to others. It is just as important to forgive ourselves. Many of us carry regrets, feelings of guilt, or self-blame that cloud our sense of self-worth. By forgiving ourselves, we acknowledge that we are human, capable of making mistakes, and deserving of grace. This act of self-forgiveness allows us to learn from our experiences without being defined by them. It enables us to embrace who we are, flaws and all, with a loving heart and a compassionate mind. Compassion and forgiveness create a foundation of inner peace, which in turn radiates out into our relationships and communities. When we approach life with compassion, we cultivate a sense of empathy and respect that inspires others to do the same. Forgiveness strengthens our ability to build meaningful connections as we no longer carry the weight of resentment that may otherwise create distance. These qualities nurture a community where people feel safe, valued, and accepted, a space where understanding replaces judgment and kindness becomes the norm. Practicing compassion and forgiveness doesn't mean we will never feel hurt or anger. These emotions are natural, and it's important to honor and acknowledge them. However, through compassion and forgiveness, we find a way to release the grip of these emotions so that they don't define our lives. We learn to respond rather than react, to understand rather than condemn. Over time, this way of living becomes a source of strength, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. As we make compassion and forgiveness a regular part of our lives, we not only experience more peace but also inspire others to do the same. This creates a powerful ripple effect as kindness and understanding spread through our families, friendships, and communities. The more we practice, the more natural it becomes to see others and ourselves with gentle eyes and an open heart. Through compassion and forgiveness, we transform not only our inner world, but also the world around us. We build bridges of connection and understanding, creating a legacy of kindness that has the power to uplift and heal for generations to come. Embracing compassion and forgiveness is a journey, one that requires practice and patience. Yet each small step we take brings us closer to a life filled with love, peace, and fulfillment. It is a journey worth taking for ourselves and for the world, as it teaches us that the true strength lies in the power of an open heart and a forgiving spirit. Embracing uniqueness is a powerful act of self-acceptance that allows individuals to celebrate their individuality and recognize the inherent value that comes from being different. Each person is a tapestry woven from a unique blend of experiences, traits, perspectives, and gifts. This rich diversity not only enriches our own lives, but also enhances the collective experience of humanity. When we embrace our uniqueness, we cultivate a deep sense of self-worth, foster meaningful connections with others, and contribute to a more vibrant and inclusive world. At its core, embracing uniqueness begins with self-awareness. It involves a journey of introspection, where we take the time to understand our true selves, our passions, strengths, and values. In a society that often promotes conformity, it's easy to lose sight of what makes us who we are. The pressure to fit in can lead to self-doubt and a reluctance to express our true selves. However, when we engage in self-reflection, we uncover the qualities that set us apart. This journey requires courage, as it often involves confronting insecurities and fears. Yet it is through this exploration that we can truly appreciate our individual gifts. Accepting our uniqueness also means letting go of the need for validation from others. Society often imposes rigid standards of beauty, success, and behavior that can make us feel inadequate. When we seek approval from external sources, we may find ourselves changing who we are to fit these molds. Embracing uniqueness requires us to shift our focus inward and recognize that our value is not determined by societal norms. It is essential to cultivate self-compassion and affirm our worth independent of outside opinions. By valuing ourselves for who we are, we create a strong foundation for authenticity. One of the most beautiful aspects of embracing uniqueness is the ability to celebrate our differences and find strength in diversity. Each person brings a distinct perspective shaped by their background, culture, and life experiences. When we honor these differences, we enrich our understanding of the world around us. This celebration of diversity fosters empathy, compassion, and connection. It allows us to learn from one another and grow in ways we never thought possible. Engaging with people from various walks of life broadens our horizons and deepens our appreciation for the richness of human experience. In embracing our uniqueness, we also cultivate resilience. Life presents challenges, and our individuality can be our greatest asset in navigating them. When we accept who we are, we become more adaptable in the face of adversity. Our unique strengths and perspectives empower us to find creative solutions and approach obstacles with a fresh mindset. Additionally, embracing our uniqueness allows us to approach failure with grace. Instead of viewing setbacks as reflections of our worth, we learn to see them as opportunities for growth and learning. This resilience becomes a source of strength that propels us forward, helping us to rise above difficulties with confidence. Furthermore, embracing uniqueness encourages authenticity in our relationships. When we are true to ourselves, we attract people who appreciate and resonate with our genuine selves. Authentic connections are built on trust and understanding, fostering a sense of belonging. This mutual appreciation creates an environment where everyone feels safe to express their individuality, leading to deeper, more meaningful interactions. In such relationships, we are not only celebrated for our uniqueness, but also inspired to embrace the uniqueness of others. Together, we create a tapestry of connections that reflects the beauty of diversity. Moreover, embracing uniqueness is an act of empowerment. When we acknowledge and celebrate our individuality, we inspire others to do the same. By confidently expressing who we are, we create a ripple effect that encourages those around us to embrace their uniqueness as well. This collective celebration of individuality fosters a culture of acceptance and love, where everyone feels empowered to shine. In a world that often prioritizes conformity, this boldness can be transformative. We become agents of change, challenging societal norms and paving the way for a more inclusive environment. It's important to recognize that embracing uniqueness is a lifelong journey. It requires continuous self-reflection, self-acceptance, and a commitment to personal growth. Along the way, we may encounter moments of doubt or fear, but these are natural parts of the process. Each time we choose to embrace our individuality, we take a step toward greater self-discovery and fulfillment. We must be gentle with ourselves, allowing room for growth and change as we navigate this journey. In the larger context of society, embracing uniqueness has the potential to create a more compassionate and inclusive world. When we celebrate diversity, we challenge stereotypes and break down barriers that divide us. We foster an environment where people from all backgrounds can thrive and contribute their unique gifts. This collective effort toward embracing uniqueness can lead to social change, where acceptance and understanding replace prejudice and discrimination. Ultimately, embracing uniqueness is a celebration of life itself. It reminds us that our differences are not weaknesses, but strengths that contribute to the rich tapestry of humanity. When we honor our individuality, we unlock our true potential and inspire others to do the same. The world becomes a more vibrant place filled with creativity, empathy, and connection. Each time we choose to embrace our uniqueness, we take a step toward a more authentic and fulfilling life, creating a legacy of acceptance and love that can resonate for generations. In this celebration of who we are, we find a deeper understanding of our place in the world and a profound appreciation for the beauty that lies in our diversity. Embracing our uniqueness is not just an act of self-acceptance, it is a commitment to living fully, authentically, and unapologetically in a world that thrives on the richness of our differences. Empowerment through example is a powerful concept that underscores the importance of leading by example and the impact it has on those around us. This principle is rooted in the understanding that our actions speak louder than words, and the behaviors we exhibit can inspire and uplift others. By embodying the qualities we wish to see in others, such as resilience, compassion, integrity, and confidence, we not only empower ourselves, but also create a ripple effect that encourages others to do the same. At the heart of empowerment through example is the notion of authenticity. When we act in alignment with our values and beliefs, we inspire trust and respect. People are drawn to those who are genuine and true to themselves, and this authenticity creates an environment where others feel safe to express themselves as well. In a world where conformity often reigns, embracing our individuality and showcasing our unique qualities can empower others to embrace theirs. This sense of authenticity fosters a culture of acceptance where everyone feels valued for who they are. Moreover, empowerment through example encourages resilience in the face of challenges. Life is replete with obstacles, and how we respond to these difficulties sets an example for those observing us. When we encounter setbacks, it is natural to feel disheartened. However, by demonstrating perseverance and a positive attitude, we can show others that it is possible to rise above adversity. Sharing our stories of struggle and triumph not only validates the experiences of those facing similar challenges, but also provides them with the hope and motivation to keep pushing forward. Our resilience can serve as a beacon of light, guiding others through their own dark moments. In addition to resilience, empowerment through example encompasses the power of kindness and compassion. When we approach others with empathy and understanding, we model behaviors that promote connection and support. Simple acts of kindness, whether it's offering a listening ear, lending a helping hand, or expressing gratitude, can have a profound impact on those around us. By prioritizing compassion in our interactions, we create a culture where individuals feel seen and valued. This not only strengthens our relationships, but also empowers others to pay it forward, fostering a cycle of kindness that enriches our communities. Empowerment through example also involves embracing our strengths and celebrating our successes. When we recognize and own our achievements, we inspire others to do the same. This celebration of individuality encourages people to pursue their passions and aspirations without fear of judgment. By openly sharing our goals and milestones, we create an atmosphere of encouragement and support, where everyone feels empowered to strive for greatness. Moreover, acknowledging our weaknesses and vulnerabilities allows others to see that imperfection is a part of the human experience. This honesty fosters a sense of connection and understanding, breaking down barriers and promoting authenticity. Leadership is another critical aspect of empowerment through example. True leaders inspire others not through authority, but through their actions and behaviors. When leaders embody the qualities they wish to instill in their teams, such as accountability, transparency, and collaboration, they create an environment that fosters empowerment. Employees who feel supported and valued are more likely to take initiative and contribute their ideas, leading to a culture of innovation and growth. By leading with integrity and compassion, leaders can inspire their teams to embrace their potential and work towards shared goals. Furthermore, empowerment through example transcends personal relationships and can extend to community and societal levels. When individuals advocate for social justice, equality, and positive change, they serve as role models for others. By taking a stand on issues that matter, we empower others to find their voices and become advocates for change in their own right. This collective empowerment can lead to significant transformations within communities as people come together to create a more just and equitable society. The examples set by passionate activists and leaders ignite a sense of purpose and inspire individuals to take action, fostering a culture of empowerment and engagement. Education also plays a pivotal role in empowerment through example. When educators embody a love for learning, curiosity, and respect for their students, they inspire a similar passion in those they teach. By creating an inclusive and nurturing environment, educators empower their students to explore their interests and talents. This empowerment goes beyond academics. It extends to fostering critical thinking, creativity, and confidence. Students who feel supported and inspired by their teachers are more likely to believe in their abilities and pursue their dreams. Empowerment through example is not a one-time act, but a continuous journey. It requires self-awareness, a commitment to personal growth, and a willingness to be vulnerable. As we strive to empower others through our actions, we must also remain open to learning from those around us. Every interaction is an opportunity for growth, and by being receptive to feedback and new perspectives, we can refine our approach and deepen our impact. Ultimately, empowerment through example is about creating a legacy of inspiration and positive change. By embodying the qualities we wish to see in others, we can ignite a spark of empowerment that encourages those around us to strive for their best selves. This journey of empowerment not only transforms individuals, but also cultivates a sense of community, connection, and collective strength. As we lead by example, we contribute to a world where everyone feels empowered to embrace their uniqueness, pursue their passions, and create a positive impact. Through our actions, we can uplift others and cultivate a culture of empowerment that resonates far beyond our individual lives. In doing so, we become catalysts for change, shaping a brighter future for ourselves and for generations to come.